Welcome to African Today, the voice of a changing continent. We bring you the stories shaping Africa's present and future, from breaking news and bold analysis to culture, innovation, and voices on the ground. We're here to inform, inspire, and amplify the heartbeat of Africa every single day. Thank you for stopping by the channel. We hope you enjoy our video. Let's begin. In a time when Africa's political elite have long enjoyed impunity, Burkina Faso's transitional president, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, has emerged as a symbol of radical change and revolutionary courage. Since assuming power in September 2022 following a military coup, Traoré has become an icon among young Africans disillusioned with the status quo. As protests erupt across multiple African countries, fueled by frustration with corruption, inequality, and foreign exploitation, many see Traoré as the embodiment of the change they seek. A symbol of defiance. At just 36 years old, Ibrahim Traoré is the youngest head of state on the African continent. His rise to power was not just a military maneuver, it was a message. In ousting the previous junta leader, Lieutenant-Colonel Paul-Henri Damiba, Traoré accused him of failing to effectively combat terrorism and of prioritizing personal interests over national progress. Traoré's swift and decisive takeover earned him the admiration of a youth population tired of recycled leadership and hollow promises. Under Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso has pivoted away from its traditional Western allies, particularly France, whose influence in West Africa is increasingly seen as neo-colonial. French troops were ordered out of the country. Russian mercenaries have reportedly been welcomed instead, a move seen by some as trading one foreign power for another, but hailed by others as a bold break from France-Afrique. The protests, a continental wave. From Senegal to Sudan, Nigeria to the Democratic Republic of Congo, the streets are roaring with chants of resistance. Citizens, especially youth, are demanding the removal of corrupt regimes that have failed to deliver basic services, protect human rights, or provide economic opportunities. In Senegal, the arrest and disqualification of opposition leader Ousmane Sonko sparked widespread unrest and international condemnation. In Sudan, the struggle between pro-democracy forces and military factions has led to a prolonged crisis. In Nigeria, anger over police brutality, economic mismanagement, and government opacity has reignited the spirit of End SARS. Across these nations, protesters wave Burkina Faso's flag and wear shirts with Traoré's image. Social media is flooded with messages of solidarity, clips of his speeches, and calls for African leaders with spine. Traoré's rhetoric, centered on sovereignty, dignity, and anti-imperialism, has struck a chord that transcends borders. The message to corrupt leaders. The real tremor shaking Africa's corridors of power is not Traoré's military coup, it's the ideological wave he represents. Traoré openly criticizes what he calls elite puppets who serve foreign masters while impoverishing their people. He's called for a pan-African revolution and emphasized the need for African unity against exploitation, be it internal or external. This is a direct challenge to long-entrenched elites whose power is often sustained through patronage, election manipulation, and foreign backing. For these leaders, the sight of hundreds of thousands rallying in favor of military-led nationalist figures like Traoré is alarming. It suggests their people are not only fed up, but looking elsewhere for inspiration, even to young revolutionaries with guns and ideals. Criticisms and caution. Not everyone sees Traoré as a hero. Human rights groups have raised alarms over press freedom, political repression, and alleged abuses by security forces in Burkina Faso's war against Islamist insurgents. Critics argue that revolutionary fervor can quickly devolve into authoritarianism if not tempered by democratic institutions and civic accountability. There is also concern about the growing influence of Russia in West Africa, particularly through private military contractors like the Wagner Group. While many Africans welcome a multipolar world, some fear exchanging one set of exploiters for another. Still, for millions of disillusioned citizens, Traoré's flaws pale in comparison to what they see as the entrenched rot of their own governments. In their eyes, he is at least trying to break the cycle. A new African awakening? Whether or not Traoré lives up to his image remains to be seen. Burkina Faso remains plagued by jihadist violence, economic hardship, and political instability. But the broader impact of his rise, the psychological impact, is undeniable. Traoré has reignited conversations around Pan-Africanism, self-determination, and the role of youth in governance. He has become a lightning rod in a continent where young people make up more than 60% of the population, but are often excluded from power. As protests continue to swell across the continent, one thing is clear: Africa's youth are done waiting. They are rejecting the old order, demanding integrity, and embracing new icons, however controversial they may be. And for now, at least, Captain Ibrahim Traoré stands at the center of this continental storm, a revolutionary figure shaking the throne of Africa's corrupt kings. African Today will continue to monitor the evolving political landscape across the continent. For updates, features, and ground reports, stay connected. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to help grow the channel. Until next time, see you soon.